My pranams to all Atmajyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Jivanmukti Viveka. Today, we are taking a topic, liberation after death. So there's always a question, when does the liberation happen, really? Jivanmukti means when you are alive, liberation happens. Or the Jivanmukta we see living in the body, interacting in the world, and his body also has a pain. His body has also diseases like cancer, like Ramana Maharshi's body had a cancer. So now Ramana Maharshi left his body. Did mukti happen only after leaving the body? Is the question clear? Mukti, till that point of time, Ramana Maharshi also is seen suffering. Ramana Maharshi used to mourn the pain. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had a cancer. Okay. So he was not able to drink food, take food also. He was suffering. Now, what exactly is the meaning of Jivanmukti? Are they really muktas? Or mukti means something else? This is the question. So let me take up the same session what I did earlier, last class, give a little bit of clarity. Then so Sri Vidyaranya defines 3 factors required for Jivanmukti. One is called Tattvajnana. Tattvajnana means clear discrimination. Nitya Nitya Viveka, Atma Anatma Viveka, clear discrimination between the reality and unreality. So that's called Tattvajnana. Then comes the Vasanakshaya. The Vasanas of Raga and Dvesha have to reduce. A positive quality is like Kshama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhana have to develop. Then Manonasha or thinking has to come down. Thinking will come down with the Brahmakara Vritti. I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi Vritti will help you to reduce thinking, drop thinking. So we have defined 7 stages of enlightenment. Shubhecha is called desire for enlightenment. Vicharana is enquiry. Tanumanasi is refined mind, where Nididhyas happens. So Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi defines stage 4, 5, 6, 7 as Jivanmukti and Vidya-mukti. 4, 5, 6, 7 as Jivanmukti and Vidya-mukti. With clear understanding, Tanumanasi, refined mind, the clarity that I am Brahman is established. Aham Brahmasmi. Brahmadnana has happened. Such a person is called Brahmavid. Ramana Maharshi says 4, 5, 6, 7, all the stages are what we call as Jivanmuktas. Jivanmukta. What is the difference in 4, 5, 6, 7 is their prarabdha karma is different. Stage 4 Jivanmukta is involved in the world as if the world is a dream. Stage 5 Jivanmukta, stage 6 Jivanmukta spend more and more time in Samadhi. The bliss of Samadhi overtakes their life. So 4, 5, 6, 7, the difference is there in the prarabdha karma. Now, why these 4 names are given? Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta. Why 4 names are given? This is from the common people point of view. or seeker looks at a Gnani, and seeker says the behavior of Gnani is different. So for seeker, an explanation is given. In Brahmavid stage, Gnani sees the world as a dream. He is a witness. He interacts with the world because his prarabdha karma is that much. Are we clear? His prarabdha karma is to interact with the world, do loka kalyan. Okay, and when he interacts with the world, he feels the world is like a dream life, but still he interacts in a dream. For example, in a dream, a tiger comes, he'll still run away, run. So then gradually he spent more and more time in Bhoga, what is called Bandha Vasana has gone already. He has become Jivanmukta and Mukta. What is Jivanmukta and what is Mukta? I'll explain. This is as for Ramana Maharshi. There's a Vidyaranya, there's a slight different opinion that I'll explain. So when he goes to stage 5, he spends more time in Samadhi. And when he interacts with the world, it's more like a light sleep. As if when you're a light sleep person interacts with the world. Because he's more in Samadhi. More of bliss of Samadhi is overtaking him. Stage 6, a deeper state of sleep. He spends more time in Samadhi and less time interacting with the world. So in stage 6, Bhoga Vasanas have reduced. Bandha Vasanas have gone in stage 4. Bhoga Vasanas have reduced. And stage 6, the world and mind are mithya, and he is more and more time spending time in Samadhi. Turiyaga is transcendence, Brahmavid Varishta. So now, after coming to Turiyaga state, he can live like a Sahaja Samadhi. Anytime, anywhere, he can be in Samadhi. Or he can spend time in Samadhi also. For him, it doesn't make a difference whether he closes his eyes or opens his eyes. Stage of Samadhi does not make a difference. Difference between 4, 5, 6, 7 is purely based on the prarabdha karma of the Gnani. Is it clear? So now, Vidyaranya brings in new terminology. Swami Vidyaranya brings in new terminology. This 7 stages of enlightenment comes from what we call as Yoga Vashishta. What happens when this 7 stage of enlightenment is explained? There is mixing of a yogic terminology, yogic methodology, and jnana. So we have to be clear because there's a mix-up happens. Swami Vidyaranya says, at stage somebody becomes Videha Mukta, and stage 4 somebody becomes Videha Mukta, and stage 7 becomes Jivan Mukta. Videha Mukta is a name for Jivan Mukta only for him. But what is the Videha Mukti, we'll understand. So we'll go by Ramana Maharshi's interpretation. Now two Mahatmas are differing with each other. Or two Mahatmas show different explanation. Okay. Then what we have to do? When two different, Ramana Maharshi is a great giant. Vidyaranya is a great giant. So now, if Ramana Maharshi and Vidyaranya are giving different opinions, which opinion you have to take? We have to take 2 opinions are also correct. Only our interpretation we have to correct. So that's where the question comes now. What comes first? Videha Mukti comes first or Jivan Mukti comes first? The Purva Pakshi comes and says, Videha Mukti is final. Because once the body is dropped, okay, all the sufferings are gone. Till the body is there, some suffering is there because of prarabdha karma, whatever is there. Swami Vidyaranya says, no. Videha Mukti doesn't mean that. There was a king Janaka who was called Videha Janaka. Videha Janaka means one who has no body. But people see he is working, he is taking care of kingdom, he is fighting with the enemies, he is doing everything. But still he is called Videha Janaka. So that means Videha Mukti means not dropping the body. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Videha Mukti for common people is dropping the body. and then the body is dropped, you become free. So Swami Vidyananda says, Videha Mukti doesn't mean dropping the body. And he gives the example of Janaka Raja. Janaka Raja was called Videha Mukta. He was an enlightened king. So Janaka Raja's life is an example of Videha Mukta. So Janaka Raja's body is there. So Videha Mukti is not dropping the body. This is the first definition Vidyananda gives. If it is not dropping the body, then what it is? If the body is not dropping, is Videha Mukti. For common people point of view, so Gnani has dropped his body and he has become Videha Mukta. For common people's perspective. But Vedantic perspective, Videha Mukti is not at all dropping the body. Because body is anyway Mithya. Then what exactly is Videha Mukti? Because Vidyananda says, at stage 4 itself, somebody becomes Videha Mukta. What exactly is Videha Mukti? Swami Vidyananda defines Videha Mukti as, why did somebody do all the sadhana? All the sadhana, so much of snana and everything you got. What is the purpose of that? The purpose of that is to prevent future cycle of births and deaths. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam. This is called samsara. Again and again taking birth and going through cycle of birth and death is called samsara. Now, Swami Vidyananda says, the moment Videha Mukti means Deha is not there, future bodies is free from future bodies. There is no more birth. Okay. He has no more cycle of birth and death. He is not going to be born again in the mother's womb. So Videha Mukti does not mean dropping the current body. Videha Mukti means dropping the future bodies. Cycle of birth and death. Is it clear? Videha Mukti means not dropping the current body. So Swami Vidyananda says, what is the point of dropping a current body? Even a Gnani drops and Adnani drops. Okay. Without Gnana also, body gets dropped. With Gnana also, body gets dropped. Videha Mukti doesn't mean dropping the current body. Videha Mukti means dropping the future bodies. Are you clear? So, common man's understanding of Videha Mukti and Swami Vidyananda's explanation of Videha Mukti are very different. Swami Vidyananda says, at stage 4 itself, all your future cycle of birth and death is stopped. That's why it's called Videha Mukti. The reason he says, at stage 4, he has got Aparoksha Jnana. Aparoksha Jnana does not make the body drop. Aparoksha Jnana is only responsible for removing Adnana, ignorance. Body is born because of Prarabdha Karma. Prarabdha Karma is the cause of the body. Jnana cannot remove the body. Disease can remove the body. Jnana can only remove Adnana. So Videha Mukti should be understood as not dropping the current body, but dropping all the future bodies. Now the question comes, how can you drop all the future bodies? Future bodies are not there. Current body is there. Future body is not there. How will you drop future bodies? The future bodies are dropped because Jnana Agni, Dagda Karmani, the fire of Jnana will burn all the karmas. The fire of Jnana burns All the karmic impressions. What are the karmic impressions? Sanchita karma is burnt. Agami karma is burnt. Kriyamana karma is burnt. Prarabdha karma is continuing. So dana, fire of dana is burning all the karmas. Is it clear? Fire of knowledge burns the karmas. Karma is giving rise to new bodies. What is this jnana? Nanu, nanembudu, nanalla, ideha, manabuddhi, nanalla, sachidanandatma, shivanam nani, shivoham, shivoham, shivoham. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm pure consciousness. So if I'm not the body, naham karta, naham bhokta, naham jnata. I'm not the doer, I'm not the enjoyer, I'm not the knower. So the karma, what you called sanchita karma, is because of illusion that I'm the body, I'm the doer. So the sanchita karma gets burnt. Prarabdha karma is continuing because body is already come. Kriyamana karma will stop because we are doing karma yoga, service. So now, that being the case, Swami Vidyaranya says, Videha Mukti does not mean the current body getting dropped. Videha Mukti means current body is a prarabdha karma. It cannot be dropped by jnana. Only future karma is dropped. Future karma is burnt, and because of that, future bodies are dropped. Now, next question comes. If it's not gross body which is dropped, gross body is not dropped, then is subtle body dropped? Videha Mukti means subtle body. Subtle body is Jiva, which is mind. Is it dropping of that is called Videha Mukti? Even the answer for that is no. Subtle body also cannot be dropped. Subtle body has come out of prarabdha karma. Subtle body is also not dropped. What is dropped is ignorance is the causal body, adnana. Nothing else has happened with jnana. So Swami Vidyaranya says, jnana has helped him to get Videha Mukti, but prarabdha karma is continuing. Prarabdha karma comes in various forms. So that's why he goes through other stages, stage 5, 6, 7, depending on his nature. And where prarabdha karma hits, there's a pain in the body, there's a pain in the body. But only difference is, a jnani has no suffering. Prarabdha karma is there. So Vidyaranya says 4, 5, 6, 7, the intensity of prarabdha karma will further come down. So that he says Jivanmukti. While alive, suffering is still coming down, or the pain is coming down, because prarabdha karma is coming less. Whereas Ramana Maharshi says stage 4, 4, 5, 6, 7 is Videha Mukti and Jivan Mukti. Both have happened. So there's no conflict of opinion. Only understanding we have to, the definition we have to understand from different perspective. So to summarize, from common man's point of view, when Jnani dies and drops the body, it has happened. Jivan Mukti has happened. Mukti has happened. It's called Videha Mukti. But from Jnani's point of view, the moment he gets into Jnana at 4th stage, Aparoksha Jnana, he is Jivan Mukta and Videha Mukta. From Vidyaranya's point of view, yes, he has become Videha Mukta, but Prarabdha Karma will trouble him. Prarabdha Karma will come and hit. He has no suffering, but he has to spend more and more time in Samadhi so that really he can say, I'm free from suffering in life, free from pain in life. So this is the opinion of Swami Vidyaranya and Ramana Maharshi. So then, how does somebody gets jnana 4th stage? Stage 4. Stage 4 is, or manonasha, it happens with the Brahmakara Vrati. I am Brahman thought. Again and again you have to hold on to thought. Shivoham. Nanu. Nanembudu. Nanalla. Ideha. Manabuddhi. Nanalla. Sachidanandatma. Shivanan Nani. Shivoham. 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 So this thought has to be held. From Jiva Bhava, we have to shift to Shiva Bhava. From Jiva Bhava, we have to Brahma Bhava. Then only thoughts will reduce. Then only mind gets dissolved. So then the question comes, how can a thought, Brahmakara Vritti, dissolve ignorance? Because mind itself is unreal. Mind itself is mithya. A mithya is taking up a mithya thought to get satya. Is it possible? So mithya, Brahmakara Vritti is also unreal. Ignorance is also unreal. But what happens? To remove a thorn, you take a thorn. So Brahmakara Vritti is not creating reality. Brahmakara Vritti is removing ignorance. After that, the role of Brahmakara Vritti is over. You don't have to hold on to I am Brahman thought. Once you realize that I am Brahman, so ignorance is removed through jnana. Both are unreal in the absolute sense. But the purpose is served. A thorn is removed with a thorn. Right? Any questions from anybody on Zoom? Vaniji, Purnima, Shravan, unmuted. Yes, Vani, any question?
Prabhuji.
Hari
Prabhuji, Ramana Maharshi's perspective and Vidyaranya's perspective difference, we could not make out very clearly. I could not make out.
The difference is, Ramana Maharshi defines stage 4 as Jivanmukti and Videyamukti. And from 5, 6, 7, is more of a Prarabdha Karma, which will take them stages. So Vidyaranaya says, stage 4 is called Videyamukti, stage 7 is called Jivanmukti. Because all the Prarabdha Karma, all the suffering is, all the pain and all everything is gone now.
4, 5 is Videyamukti, 6, 7 is Jivanmukti.
4 is Videyamukti, 5, 6, 7 is Jivanmukti. This defines that. 6, 7 is Jivanmukti.
Okay.
All trouble caused by embodiment is gone. That is the definition of Vidyaranya.
Okay. So in stage 4, it will still be there.
Stage 4, no. Stage 4, Ramana Maharshi also, in case of Ramana Maharshi also is there, no. Prarabdha Karma is sitting anyway. So Prarabdha Karma is causing pain. Okay. Whether that Prarabdha Karma, 4, 5, 6, 7 stage, Ramana Maharshi says the Prarabdha Karma is getting dissolved. Vidyananda says there's the process of Jivan Mukti where Prarabdha Karma is getting dissolved. Jivan Mukti defines as stage 7, whereas Vidya Swami Ramana Maharshi defines stage 4 as Jivan Mukti. Stage 4. In the difference, there is no difference between the stage 4, stage 5, stage 6, stage 7, Dani in terms of Dana. The difference is only in the Prarabdha Karma, the pain which it goes through, pain or challenges which goes through in life.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anybody else, any questions? Purnima? Yes, what is the question?
So by the definition, this definition is because there is no future body getting created, it's within.
Yeah.
So by that definition, is Kramamukti also within?
No. Kramamukti is not Videyamukti.
Because there's no body getting created.
No. In Kramamukti, bodies are getting created in the higher level loka.
Only one body.
Multiple bodies. It can be multiple bodies. It can take multiple births in the Brahma loka.
So Kramamukti is one birth in Brahma loka and the time of Brahma.
It can be next Brahma also. Kramamukti is not Videyamukti. Body has to be taken next life. Anybody on Zoom has a question? Katyayani, Kaumari.
ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಹೊಸ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಒಂದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅದು, ಇದು ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಚೇಂಜ್.
ವಿದೇಹ ಮುಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸತ್ತ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ.
ಅದೇ 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 ಅದೇ
ವಿದೇಹ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸತ್ ಮೇಲಲ್ಲ. ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಸತ್ ಮೇಲಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಅದೇ
ಅಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೌದು ಗುರುಜಿ.
Okay. So if there are no more questions, who is speaking?
ಸರಸ್ವತಿ.
Saraswati, yes, go ahead.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ 7th ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ವರೆಗೂ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರ ಗುರುಜಿ?
ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, 4 ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ನಿಮ್ಮ 4 ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, see, 4 stages Jivanmukti and Vidya-mukti as per Ramana Maharshi.
ಎಸ್ ಗುರುಜಿ.
ಆಯ್ತಾ? But what will happen? Your prarabdha karma will be still hitting you. Okay? You have to accept the prarabdha karma and just be sakshi. Yeah, there's some background noise. Okay, yes, Saraswati.
So whether everybody would reach up to 7th stage?
No. 7th stage, 4th stage to 7th stage is prarabdha karma. So if somebody asks Ramana Maharshi, should we leave our house and go to ashram or Himalayas for relation? Ramana Maharshi said, no, wherever you are, you can inquire yourself, who am I, and become free. Then he said, Ramana Maharshi, you have gone to Tiruvannamalai. Ramana Maharshi says, it's my prarabdha karma. If your prarabdha karma requires you to go to Himalayas, you will go. Okay, can you mute your voice there?
Understood.
Saraswati, can you mute? Yeah. So, Shravan or somebody had a question?
So, Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om.
So, what is the specific aspect that's happening for a Jivanmukta in Padartha Bhavani with respect to Mukti?
Padartha Abhavani, in case of Mukti, okay, Padartha means object. The world is object, the body is object, mind is object. So the Triputi is not real. Triputi becomes Mithya completely. Earlier in stage 4, the world is appearing as a dream.
Okay.
Okay, he knows it's unreal, but still because of Prabhupada, it's appearing again and again. Now the appearance also starts.
So he still has some interest and he still sees objects.
He has a bhoga vasana continues. He sees the objects which are unreal. He knows the body, mind, and the world are unreal. But because of prarabdha karma, they are getting projected, and he will continue to interact with the world and do service. Whereas, as he enters in more and more samadhi stage, even that also dissolves.
Okay.
Appearance also comes down.
So is the Jiva, he's actually not living once there is no object, right? He's not actively working as an object.
He is living, but his interaction with the world comes down.
Okay.
He spends more time in samadhi.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om Mani.
Prabhuji, Sahaja Samadhi, he is always in Sahaja Samadhi, no, Prabhuji, from 4 itself.
No, that's 4. If somebody has become Sahaja Samadhi, right, his Bhoga Vasana may still continue.
Okay.
Right? He is in the stage 4 itself, he is established in Sahaja Samadhi. Bhoga Vasana also come down. In all the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, he is in Samadhi. That's the possibility. So Vidyaranya coming from a yogic background, Vidyaranya teaching from a Yoga Vasishta background. Okay, Ramana Maharshi teaches from Jnana background.
Okay.
Vidyaranya teaches from Yoga background. He says more time has to be spent in Samadhi.
Okay, there is talking about Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
Okay.
Whereas Ramana Maharshi is about always speaking about samadhi through inquiry, which is actually it will lead to Sahaja Samadhi.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Anybody else any questions here? Okay, if there are no questions, we'll spend some time in silent meditation. We'll be dimming the light. Who has question? If relevant only, if Sadguru becomes Videha Mukta, from Shisha's question, who will now follow later births? Wow. The question is, Sadguru becomes Videha Mukta. Sadguru is Videha Mukta. So Anupama's question is, if Sadguru becomes Videha Mukta, whom will Shishya follow? So Anupama, the understanding of Videha Mukta, you have to be clear. The Videha Mukta from common people perspective, dropping the body. Sadguru, when he becomes Gnani, he has already become Videha Mukta. He has dropped all future bodies. So your question is not about Videha Mukti. When Sadguru's body is dropped, then whom will he follow? Whom should he follow? You have to follow, the principle of life is you have to follow your Sadguru. You can have a Vigraha of the Sadguru. You can have a photo of Sadguru. You can have teaching of Sadguru to continue. Then Ishvara will come in various forms to guide and help you in the sadhana. Is the answer clear? She replied.
Yes, Guruji.
So, once Sadguru drops the body, it's not becoming Videha Mukta. Videha Mukta means already with Jnana, all future bodies are stopped. So, physical body is dropped because of Prarabdha Karma. Continue to follow the teachings of Sadguru. And whatever symbols, whatever photo, or whatever you have, the guidance will keep coming from Ishvara. Is it clear?
Yes, Guruji.
Any other questions? Okay. So if there are no questions, we'll enter into meditation for about 20 minutes. We'll dim the light. Those who want to continue, we can continue for up to 8 o'clock. We'll have silent meditation. Later. Sit comfortably. Sit in a meditative posture. Keep your hands, cross your hands, indicating Jivatma Paramatma Ekatvam. Or keep your hands on your thighs in Chin Mudra. Back straight. Become aware of your breath. Breath is in the present moment. As you become aware of the breath, the mind comes to the present moment. Take gentle, deep abdominal breaths. Naturally, no forcing. Let the energy rise all the way up to Brahmarandra and Sahasrara. Hold the energy in Brahmarandra and Sahasrara. Long breathe out. Deep breathe in. Slow breathe in. Long breathe out. Deep breathe in. Hold. Long breathe out. With the feeling of oneness. Soham. I am one with Sadguru. Continue to do breathing. Become aware of the breath. Deep breathing. Slow breathing. Meditate. With each breath, mind calms down. Deeper and deeper silence. Especially. Receive the energy from Guruji. Receive the energy. Focus your Adna chakra. asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuduchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನ್ನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಆತ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಸತ್ಯದರ್ಶನಂ. ಅಂತರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬಹಿರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರೇವ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಶಿವಸ್ಮ್ಯಹಂ. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. Rub both of your hands, give warm to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Can you switch on the light? Hari Om everybody on Zoom. We'll close the session today.